Hey guys, welcome back to Organic City Homesteaders. We know a lot of people don't have like a lot of land or space to grow things, so we had been saying we were going to show you how to grow like some of the different vegetables in pots. So that's what we're going to show you today, and that's growing pepper plant, which is going to grow into a small bush inside of, I believe this is a 2-gallon pot. So from beginning to end, you're going to need the plant, the pot, potting soil, and fertilizer. And remember, if you're growing things inside of a pot, if it needs to, you need to have a minimum of 6 hours a day of sun. For starters, let's get this thing loaded up with potting soil, some fertilizer, and I'm going to incorporate a little bit of compost in there too, and along with our fertilizer to get started. One of the big things I want to tell people about growing inside of a pot, you don't want to use regular dirt. Regular dirt is too heavy, doesn't drain too well, especially dirt out here like in California. It's pretty heavy, it's known as clay soil. So you want something that's made specifically for pots, and that's this stuff right here, is potting soil. So I'm going to cut this open, let you take a look at it. I'm sure you've seen this before. See, it's pretty light, pretty crumbly. The white stuff in there is perlite, which will help it with drainage. So also on the pot, make sure you got holes in the bottom. This, when we bought this, had the holes already. They weren't plugged up, but they had you had to punch out the little 2 holes so you can have drainage, so the water can drain. So now that we got that in there, we're going to throw some potting soil in here. I'm going to go about a third of the way in, and I'm going to throw some compost towards the center of this. Give it a little boost while it's growing. A few handfuls of compost. And mix in a little bit. We'll do 4. We're going to throw in some all-purpose fertilizer. And one of my most favorite fertilizers is bone meal. Mix that up a little bit. And fill the rest of it with potting soil. I believe this is a 2-gallon pot. It's like maybe 2 or 2.5 gallon pot. When you get ready to transplant these, let them get a tiny bit on the dry side, because that'll help when you go to empty this out. It won't make such a mess, and you get, when it's a little on the dry side, you get more of the whole root ball coming out, the soil and root ball all together in one piece. So let's do this. As you can see, you got some nice fresh bright roots on the bottom, a little bit of a tap, and you can see this is like an ideal size. This is what you want to see for as far as roots, maybe even a little bit less than this. You don't want to see a plant that has like double the number of roots that you see here on the bottom. So you can loosen them up a little bit. And we'll make a little hole. You want this soil is gonna settle, so you want to make your hole, kind of make the comparison, see roughly how far down you need to go. You want to have this about even with the top. Okay, that's roughly in the middle where you want it. You can hold it down and fill the rest in with potting soil.